Good morning. This is Elizabeth Van Riper, and here I am just for a quick personal photo before I turn the camera around so that you all can follow my tour today of this terrific villa in the Winding Oaks community of Bay Isles, which is part of Longboat Key. I'm really thrilled to be able to do this, and I don't have to do it with a mask, which is really wonderfully relieving. I hope you all are doing well and that you will think about this property as a potential lifestyle opportunity. I know a lot of you are scaling up, scaling down, and reevaluating. So this is a wonderful alternative. I'm turning the camera now because I want to show you the neighborhood and the vegetation that make this such a beautiful spot. So as you can see, Winding Oaks is a horseshoe with two ponds, one in the middle of the horseshoe, and then the other is around the outside of the horseshoe. And I'll show you that when we get into the unit because it has beautiful water view. You can see the live oaks, the shade, the wonderfully nestled in property that is sort of a Nantucket style architecture with soft gray and white trim and tile roofs. Every home in this community has a oversized two-car garage, pavered driveway, and beautifully landscaped grounds. What's exciting about this is that the grounds are taken care of. So it's a maintenance-free lifestyle. The Homeowners Association takes care of the landscaping and the exterior of your property. So painting and roofs are all part of the reserve fund that is extremely well managed by the Homeowners Association. So it's a terrific spot for easy lifestyle. As you can see, this lush vegetation of specimen plants. I'm going and just taking a quick look along the side of the property. You'll see a privacy wall. You see plantation shutters, charming awnings, and then we go into a wonderful outdoor vestibule, which these folks have created a charming vignette with slate flooring. And we enter a light-filled home. We're here in the vestibule, which has a coat closet, which is unusual for Florida. A lot of Florida homes don't have coat closets, but people who are moving down here, and we do have some chilly days in the winter, it's nice to have a place to put your slicker and a vest for convenience. And then we take a long shot and see the beautiful view that we're going to explore. First, I want to show you what makes this a truly exciting home is that it has been updated. And the kitchen, like with many of us, is the heart of the home. And you can see that they have opened up, removed walls to create a light-filled kitchen with white mission-style wood cabinetry, glass doors on some that are lit from the inside, great-looking granite. I love this backsplash. It looks like ribbon candy from Christmas, but it's very, very dramatic, yet subtle, and follows the soft tones of the home in general. You'll see the aqua pendant lighting that is over this extensive island that has cabinetry on both sides. It easily seats 4 and has a glass sliding door that goes out to a side patio where the gas grill is. And that's a really great convenience. You'll see that these cupboards are all the way to the ceiling so that you have a wonderful visual. And there are slide-out drawers in most of these cupboards. So for convenience, it really is a very comfortable kitchen to work in. As I said, I think the cabinets are soft close, the drawers are soft close. You'll see here's a wine cooler, and that is a Uline wine cooler. And again, full height ceiling cabinetry, plantation shutters, a wonderful double two-sized stainless sink. The dishwasher is a Thermador, double oven. One is a convection microwave built in, and then an oversized oven. This is a huge stainless refrigerator. I think it's wonderful. If many of you have Sub-Zeros, once you open it and try to close it and then try to open it again, it's almost impossible. This just is such an easy, wonderfully spacious with ice maker refrigerator. And then what's unique to Winding Oaks is that this unit was part of the last units that were built. And it's at the end of the horseshoe, furthest east. And it has, actually furthest west, sorry. And they were able to tap into the natural gas line. So it has gas cooking, which is very unusual for Longboat Key. So I think it's a wonderful kitchen. I happen to have been here for dinners, and everybody gathers around the island. And because it's where everybody gravitates, they decided to put their dining area adjacent so that it really has a wonderful overflow of connectivity when you're entertaining. And what you'll see as we walk over is that there is an atrium off of the dining room that again provides natural light. And then there's a huge celestial window at the top, again, more light. We have volume ceilings, which is unusual. A lot of the Longboat Key condos don't have such high ceilings. And then this atrium has a water wall. Ooh, the sun is not good for seeing this, but you can, here we go. And I think you can hear it. It's a very zen feature that brings in that tranquility. I see a lounge chair here, perfect for meditating, perfect for yoga. It's just a wonderful, when the screens are open and the doors are open, it adds a lovely element to your living every day. Let me just lock this because all these doors lock. As we continue, they did leave an area which is additional storage, and it's a bar, and they use it as a buffet so that people can be sitting and dining at the island, dining at the table if they're entertaining, and yet have all the food served there, or that's your bar setup when you have people in for cocktails. Winding Oaks is a there are 28 structures, and each structure has 2 units, and they share a roof. So that's 56 individual units. And everyone walks, and lots of dogs. This is one of the few units and communities where you can have a dog up to over 100 pounds and no dog restriction. And that is really special. A lot of condos don't allow pets at all, let alone big dogs. So that's really special. This is a wonderful seating area off of the kitchen. So here's the kitchen. And then this little seating area, this is where they love to read the paper in the morning. Not lots of natural light, plantation shutters, they put built-in bookcases, And you'll notice these floors. These are pickled hardwood solid floors, and they're just a beautiful tone. And throughout this home, they have picked up the soft sand tones, water and sky blues, and greens, so that it is very much the continues the thread of the outdoors coming in. Throughout, there are ceiling fans that are sculptural wood, so they're very aerodynamic and extremely gracious. And I have them on today just so that you can see how lovely they are. And then this is the main seating area. And you'll see here a travertine walled gas fireplace. The surround is travertine. Again, tonally blending beautifully with the natural wood floors. And then a corner of windows. I've left one set of blinds down so that you can see these are custom blinds that when they're open, soften the direct light, and then you can close them, or you can certainly pull them completely up, and that brings the outdoors in. We're going to head to their terrace, which is a Trex deck, which means low maintenance. And you can see, again, this is bright, bright sun, so bear with me. But here the terrace takes a turn, and it takes us down the same pathway where the grill is. So you have a charming dining area here this is a seat 6, and then there's a built-in bench all along the edge, so it's terrific for parties. And then mangroves that overlook and protect the water and this huge lagoon. And because we're at the end of the lagoon, it's very, very quiet and private, and the setting of the curve of the lagoon and the placement of these homes really provides a great sense of privacy. And looking here down it has plenty of space. They have 2 wonderful easy chairs. And then at this end, which is the end where the master is, which we'll see in a few moments, is a couch and a coffee table. And again, more water view. So this is the quiet side of Longboat Key. It's the bay side. So it's facing east right now. And what's fabulous about Bay Isles in general is that it's the best of both worlds, because if you live in Bay Isles, you have access to the Bay Isles Beach Club, which is about, a 5-minute bike ride, or you can drive your car there, and it's very, very quick. And it's on the Gulf of Mexico. It's gated. It's only for residents of Bay Isles, and it allows you to have both this bayside exposure and the Gulf. There's a pavilion with restrooms, some storage lockers, picnic tables, grills. I think there's even some volleyball nets. So it's a very low-key beach club that gives you the ability within just a few minutes to be at the ocean on Longboat Key's beautiful, beautiful beaches. And for those of you that aren't familiar, Longboat is one of the keys. There are, I think, 5 of them that run along Sarasota, but it is the one that has the least densely populated beaches over Siesta Key and Lido Key. And so it makes it really feel very, very resort-like. So we're walking back in now, and you can see here's your view to the entrance, and you see how the ceiling vaults way up over the dining room, the beautiful view of the kitchen. And we're going to go into the master. And the master, again, throughout these beautiful wood floors, to a hallway which features the master bath, which is completely redone in marble floor, very soft, very elegant, not pretentious, but soft, elegant, classic. A very nice looking oval jacuzzi tub, natural light window, but with privacy, double sinks. And again, they have used cabinetry throughout so that your eye is very, very gently treated. You're not adjusting to different floors, different palettes, different cabinetry. You have a great synergy of color and textures, which makes for easy, very, very serene living. This is one of the big double closets in this hallway of the master. And here's another one. You can see that it's a big double. And then the piece de resistance for everybody is this great built-in closet that features a big cushioned hassock, drawers, wonderfully built in and lit. And then on into the master, which is again filled with sunlight and privacy, has a wall of sliders so that you can look out on the water, take your morning coffee or your evening glass of wine or nightcap, and enjoy the out of doors. You can see today that we have a clear, vibrant blue sky, which reflects in the water. And that's the magic, is when we have blue skies, our water is blue. And it's very, very quiet, lots of birds. When I drove in to the unit, there were 3 roseate spoonbills, which are my favorite. And for those of you that aren't familiar, they really are rosy and have a spoon bill. So they're wonderful to spot. This is interesting because there's a curved wall, and initially it feels like, that's unusual. But what it does is, again, it continues that softness of flow that the house, the colors, the palette all include. So it's a wonderful master suite with its own separate door that separates the master from the rest of the home. And then the other 2 bedrooms, I'm going to take you down to see, which are at the other end of the house by the entrance. So the master is up by the water, and the master is down. These other 2 bedrooms, are here by the entrance. So this is the first guest suite. Plantation shutters, lots of natural light. You'll see wherever the ceilings are not vaulted, beautiful crown molding, high baseboard molding on the floors, walk-in closet here for this guest room. And then, again, an updated bathroom with a shower tub and glass doors. So this is a great guest room, and you can see this is a king-size bed, 2 large end tables, bedside tables with lamps, and then a big chair with an ottoman and a desk. So it's a nice size, and I think that's really important. Very often guest rooms are tight, and this is not tight. And it has a wonderful soft feel. And then we're going to walk to the other side of the entrance, where the 3rd bedroom is, that they have used and converted to an office. And you'll see this is a sleeper couch, and the closets are still here, but they have done some built-ins with drawers so that it also can be a TV den office for having flexibility of lifestyle, which is what it's all about in Florida, flexibility of lifestyle. And again, this is off of that great atrium with the water feature. So when it's not hot, you have these doors open and you're here working and listening to the trickling water, which is really very refreshing. We then continue down this hallway, and there is a full bath here with beautiful granite countertops, underset sink, glass shower with great fixtures. And then that is off to the garage area where the laundry room is on this same level that has cabinetry, and at the end a nice big utility closet. And then down 2 steps to a double car garage with built-in storage, and the hot water tank is over here, a big, large hot water tank that is with gas. So it's a very efficient system. And as I said, the HOA takes care of the maintenance of the home from the exterior and the landscaping. So it's a very easy lifestyle. And I'm going to show you, this is a cool map of Longboat Key, and it's about 10 miles long. And this is a relief. And you can see right here in the middle is Bay Isles. And here is this community in the Bay Isles community. Bay Isles has high-rises, single-family homes, mid-size condos, other villa communities, but none of the villa communities are as new and updated as most of these in Winding Oaks. So Winding Oaks is unusual from that perspective. There are 2 other units on the market in Winding Oaks. One of them is on for over $1 million and is quite contemporary. And then the other is on for $850 and has its own swimming pool in the front. Swimming pools were put in this community when they built it. So retro installing a pool can be a bit of a challenge because of the spacing between the units and being able to get in the equipment that's needed for that. I'm going to switch the camera here for a minute because I want to share some things about our market with you. Whoops, hold on. There we go. So I'm still in the kitchen. Well, I'm not still in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen again. And I want to talk a little bit about our market. I think probably many of you have heard that we are seeing an increase in interest and activity in Sarasota. Michael Saunders, which is the predominant firm in our region, in March, the same week, had about 245 calls to our call center, which is where people call to make appointments to show properties. Last week, we had over 1,000 calls in 1 week. So it gives you some insight to people's confidence and people's thought process about how they want to re-envision their new normal relative to living in communities that are not as densely populated, where they have an easier lifestyle. So this is something that we're very encouraged by. This past week, we had 298 new listings, and we are in a shortage of listings right now. So the listing continues to climb. Of those listings, 20 were over $1 million. 7 were over $2 million. There was one new listing at $4.9 million and another new listing at $6.5 million. So it shows you that all sections of our market are now coming online because it's a great time to put your property on the market because there isn't a lot out there. In our pendings, this is the most encouraging number of all. We had 478 houses go pending in the last week. And that means that these houses will be closing in the next 30 to 90 days. And again, we were down to numbers that were in double digits for closings at the start of this pandemic. So we're very encouraged with this. Of these pendings, 9 were over $1 million, 3 were over $2 million, and 3 were over $3 million. And then in the solds, we had 303 sold properties in the last 7 days, and 7 of them were over $1 million, 3 were over $2 million, and 1 was $3.9 million, and 1 was $4.1 million. So in general, our market is really quite busy. People are looking and interested in buying and making decisions about their next transition. One of the questions that people always ask when I show properties, and it's a very natural question, why are they moving? And I will share with you that I sold this unit to this family about 4 years ago. They have loved it, enjoy it. They have consolidated homes to make this their permanent residence. And then as their family has grown, they have decided to stay in Bay Isles and move to a larger single-family home with a pool so that they can have their children and grandchildren here all at the same time. So what happens very often is people move up and down in size as their lives transition. And that's what it's all about, is helping people find the best lifestyle solution as they go through these transitions. I hope you'll reach out to me if you have questions about this home. I'm happy to schedule an appointment to show it. We have to wear masks, but that's okay. It doesn't diminish your appreciation of what's special about this home. Again, this is 3463 Winding Oaks in the Bay Isles community of Longboat Key, set on the lagoon with a beautiful water view. So please reach out. I'm now running to Siesta Key to start my next live virtual tour at 3 o'clock. And so I hope that you'll come on and join me again, because this next home is pretty fabulous on deep boating water. It had a 50-foot boat there. It has a dock. It's just a fabulous home as well. So come on in again at 3, and I will look forward to taking you on a little guided tour so that you can appreciate different lifestyles in Sarasota, but particularly on Siesta Key and Longboat Key. Have a great afternoon.